Hey, it's Randy from Funeral Funds of America. Today we are going to talk about the actual cost for $10,000 worth of burial, cremation, final expense, life insurance, or funeral funds for a 65-year-old male. Now, keep in mind, you can go to our website at funeralfunds.com. We've got these quoters on just about every page. You can select state, put your coverage in, fill out the rest, and you can get actual rates. We'll show you a quoter where you can see all the pricing out there. In the comments of this video, just go down. There's going to be funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And we've actually got a YouTube specific quote where you can qualify for the most discounts. You can also call us at 888-862-9456. We're licensed in all 50 states. We can definitely help you out here. So the first thing you need to do as a 65-year-old male is ask yourself, is $10,000 worth of insurance appropriate for your needs? Now, if you're going to get cremated, that is probably enough money, and that will inflation-proof your plan for decades to come, and nobody will have to worry about paying for your final expenses. Now, keep in mind, right now, the average cost of a cremation in the United States is between $1,000 to $2,000. That's if you just come home in a cardboard box or an urn. If you're going to have a celebration of life or remembrance ceremony, that's probably going to be $3,500 to $4,500. So cremation, for a 65-year-old male, generally $3,000, $5,000, $7,000. That's going to be enough in most cases. But if you plan on living a long time, you might want to consider getting $10,000. But we really don't recommend you over-insuring. We would rather have you get a lower premium right now, just make that affordable. If you ever do need additional coverage in the future, we can just help you add on to your policy. It's very straightforward. Now, if you're looking at having a burial, $10,000 is probably enough right now. It's not going to be a fancy burial or funeral or anything like that. That's for sure. But, if you walk into pretty much any funeral home in the United States with a $10,000 check, they will work with you. They'll make it happen. Again, not going to be fancy. The challenge is if you're 65 and you plan on living to 70, 75, 80, 85, then that $10,000 probably won't be enough in the future due to inflation. So we would typically recommend, depending on your financial means and needs, maybe $10,000, $15,000, or sometimes occasionally $20,000. Again, don't overinsure. You can always get more coverage later. And the most important thing is just have insurance in the first place. We get calls, all the time from somebody, maybe a family member, and they say, hey, we had a family member pass away this last week, and the body's down at the morgue, and they didn't have insurance. We don't have any money. We need to get this insurance right away so that we can pay the funeral home. His body's down at the funeral home. And we have to let them know that there's no insurance company out there that will offer insurance on somebody who's already dead. And it's really sad because they're really in a financial pickle. And, I guess all we can do is learn from their lesson and get this insurance actually before you need it. So just be very aware of that. Now, it is really important, when you search for coverage, to get first aid coverage. That's what we specialize in at Funeral Funds of America. First aid coverage or benefits with low cost same-day approvals. We get same-day approvals with our companies, which is pretty cool. Now, there are health questions for if you want that first aid coverage, but don't worry. Don't freak out. 95% of the people we work with qualify for first aid coverage. The only reason you wouldn't is if you had really terribly significant health problems, like a terminal illness, you're on dialysis, or you're in a hospital or a nursing home, something like that. Dementia would be another one. But other than that, most people are going to qualify for first aid coverage. We really recommend you avoid the 2-year waiting period policies. Now, Colonial Penns they advertise the most out there. You see them all the time on TV. Their $9.95 a month plan it's a 2-year waiting period. And, would you ever buy a car that you couldn't drive for the first 2 years? No. Would you ever buy a house that you couldn't live in for 2 years? No. Why would you buy an insurance policy that won't pay out in the first 2 years? Kind of silly, right? So the other thing too is with Colonial Penn, you can't buy $10,000 worth of life insurance. because they've got this per unit system now. You know, what would 995 actually get you? What would one unit get you for a 65-year-old male? In this case, $9.95 would get you $896 for a 65-year-old male. That's not enough to pay for a cremation. If you walk in with that kind of check, you know, to get a burial, they're just going to, I don't know, I don't think they'd laugh, but it's not going to do the job. So don't do that. You know, there's other companies out there too that have 2-year waiting periods. Mutual of Omaha, their United of Omaha products, a 2-year waiting period. AIG, Gerber. So just be very cautious of that. A lot of the insurance companies have done a fairly sound job at convincing people that the only policies available out there are 2-year waiting periods, and nothing could be further from the truth, because we only help people with first day coverage. So let's see what Colonial Penn would be for roughly $10,000 worth of coverage for a 65-year-old male. We're going to have to play around with the numbers just to see if we can come close. Well, 10 units is not enough. We've got to go 11 units. 11 units probably as close as we'll get to 10,000, 9,856. That's $109. That kind of seems expensive. Let's jump over to our first day coverage quarter, and you can use the same quarter on our website and see what the prices are. So here we go, 10,000 and male, age 65. We're going to hit the get quote, and then remember, Colonial Penn for that roughly $10,000 is roughly, can we round that number up to 110? Yes, we're going to do that. What would it be here? Oh, here we go. Trinity Life Insurance Company. They're a great company. We work with them. Level coverage means first day coverage. We get same day approvals. They are absolutely terrific. $53.75 compared to $109. You are genuinely paying 200% more for a policy that has a 2-year waiting period. So again, 53 up to 109. That's going to be 50. That is roughly, oh, math is so hard sometimes. 53. Let's just say that is $50 more a month. 53 would be, take it up to 103. I need the easy math, as you can tell. Say it's $50 more a month. That's going to be $600 more a year. Let's just kind of say that's $650 because I did easy math. So $650 more a year. And after 10 years, you're going to overpay $6,500 and have a 2-year waiting period. And you're going to overpay every single month for the rest of your life. So why would you do that? Get first day coverage. Don't be silly. Let's take a look at some other insurance companies here. Oh, let's go down. And you'll be able to see all these companies as well for your age and everything. Like Lincoln Heritage. They're a fine company. Level coverage, first day coverage. But when you look at their pricing, let's round that up to $70 if we can do that. 70, and we come back and we check our lowest price here, 53. If we could just for easy math say that's 50, that'd be $20 difference. That'd be $240 a year. Let's just say it's like $220 to adjust for my math, $220 more a year. And that would be 10 years. That'd be $2,200 more. Now, if you look at that, Lincoln Heritage, they've got a thing where they will include it in the price of their program. When you do pass away, they'll price check 2-3 different places, funeral homes and stuff like that, to make sure you get the best pricing. But also keep in mind, if you live 10 years, it's going to cost you $2,200 extra dollars. I mean, is it really worth it for you to pay that extra money for them to make 2 or 3 phone calls? What we really recommend is we've got a free funeral and estate planning guide. We provide that free. You just fill that out, keep it with your policy. Your family will know all your final wishes, and you'll save a lot of money. And to be perfectly honest, we'd rather see you keep that money in your own pocket rather than give that to an insurance company executive. So keep in mind, go to our website, funeralfunds.com or funeralfunds.com/YouTube. And in the comments, we'll have those links. And then also we'll have links to other videos for 5,000, 10,000, 15, 20, 25,000 for a 65-year-old male. And you can always call us at our toll-free number, 888-862-9456. We're licensed in all 50 states. But when you're ready for this, if you want to get approved, just give us a call. If you just want information or need some help, or if you've got an existing policy, anything at all, reach out to us. We look forward to helping you. Until that day comes, you take care. You have a nice day. Bye-bye.